Ding, 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 ding.
You will not fucking get within fucking 20 feet of my dad. I can promise you that. Netflix, you want a fucking special? 20 million. You'll get your fucking special.
Locate, establish contact, provide assistance where needed. Those are some of the mandates of the U.S. Embassy staff to protect and serve the welfare of its U.S. citizens overseas. Mr. Markle's whereabouts were known. He was already receiving medical care, and he was with his medical proxy, Thomas Markle Jr. So there was zero need for U.S. Embassy staff or personnel to be dragged from their duties to serve as Meghan's bitch errand boys to intervene in what is literally a family squabble over who can contact Mr. Markle or who has control over Mr. Markle. So the U.S. Embassy staff basically went in and located Mr. Markle in order to update the list of who can have access to his personal information. And this has huge ramifications because they just gave Mr. Markle's abuser access to more information. Have you ever heard of anybody doing that using government staff? Those are your taxpayer dollars. And we're going to get into this because this is huge. A whistleblower from the embassy has contacted me and told me that this is the talk of the town because this is unheard of, just like everything with Meghan Markle is. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Paula M. I was a former diplomat for 14 years, so it kind of has paid off that I still had some contacts left in that kind of world because it's insane what they just reached out and told me it's going on in Cebu. Please don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe. And of course, that is free. It's all the good stuff. And I want to say thank you for the PayPal donations and the super chats. You guys are amazing. You know that everything in this channel goes to the girls' shelter. So it's so much appreciated. When a family member, friend, or member of Congress in the United States expresses concern about a U.S. citizen abroad, they can contact the U.S. Department of State Directorate of Overseas Citizens Services. And what they do is they serve as the middleman between the concerned parties in the United States and the consular posts abroad. Consular offices at the relevant embassy or consulate will attempt to locate, establish contact with the citizen in question, and assist is needed. And then what they do also is the embassy staff often coordinate with local authorities, hospitals, and police, for example, to find the individual and check on their well-being, especially if the person is missing, a victim of a crime, or in distress, finding himself isolated without relatives or any form of assistance abroad. This is very important because Mr. Markle was located, his whereabouts were known, he was already under proper medical care and in the company of his son, whom he gave medical proxy. So the services of the medicals of the U.S. Embassy were not required. Meghan Markle has the means to fly to the Philippines to be with her father, but she chooses not to because she needed to have in writing that she would have complete control over Mr. Markle. That's what the U.S. Embassy staff was there at that hospital. They were not there to check on how Mr. Markle was doing. They were there to provide a direct contact between Meghan Markle, the abuser, and Mr. Markle, the victim. Ding, 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 ding. And they succeeded. Because Mr. Markle has unfortunately updated his list of people who can know about him and who can contact him, therefore bypassing Junior and making himself in the process more vulnerable and more of a prey. This is incredibly important, guys. Consular offices must adhere to privacy considerations while they can locate a citizen and assess their situation. They generally cannot disclose specific information about an adult citizen's welfare to third parties, including family back home. Crucial, without the citizen's written consent. Mission accomplished. That's what that embassy staff was there to do, and they walked away with it, which means that Meghan no longer needs to contact her father because she can get that information without ever having to talk to him. Isn't that something, guys? I'm going to show you why Meghan Markle needed desperately to get the U.S. personnel to go to the hospital, not to inquire about how her father was doing, but to get herself in the list of people who could get access to Mr. Markle's medical information. I'm going to show it to you right now. Are you sitting down?
You will not fucking get within fucking 20 feet of my dad. I can promise you that. Netflix, you want a fucking special? 20 million. You'll get your fucking special. That's it. Nothing. Nobody will talk to my father without my fucking consent. All right, Netflix, you fucking get a hold of me. Nothing is going to happen without me. I guarantee it.
Yep. Because you see, Junior was the only one who had control and access to Mr. Markle. He was his only medical proxy, from what I was told. Which means now that the U.S. Embassy has gotten access, Meghan Markle can do whatever she wants. This is the woman who has maligned her father worldwide, has lied, has, in my very humble opinion, and by all standard definitions, been abusive towards her elderly father. And now Mr. Markle, unfortunately to his detriment, has granted her even more access. Why, Mr. Markle, you have allowed a viper to continue biting you, because she's going to use your information to trash you. She's going to twist it around. And now Meghan Markle is preaching ethics. Meghan Markle, the most unethical and moral woman on earth, a completely confirmed liar, is preaching truth. If the citizen is found to be in distress, staff can provide a range of assistance, including helping them with access, medical care, that was not needed because Mr. Markle was already under medical care, providing information on local resources, not needed, assisting with emergency financial help, they could use that according to Junior, or facilitating communication with family. In theory, they didn't need to facilitate communication with family because Junior is there and he's providing updates everywhere. Meghan Markle is a strange daughter who has continually, in my very humble opinion, abused her elderly father. This is a woman talking about family, well, in my very humble opinion, is abusing her own children, because isolating children from the rest of the entire family is a form of abuse. It's part of the UN mandate on children's rights. Children have a right to have relationship with extended members of their family, because in case the parents are abusing them, they would have others to go to. These children have absolutely nobody. So now Meghan Markle has come out and says the following. Meghan Markle makes contact 6 days after her father basically went into a medical emergency in the Philippines. 6 days after, she has managed to send him a written letter. Why didn't she jump on a plane to go see him? Even be in the Philippines just in case anything happens. Be present, be there. Meghan Markle makes contact with her ailing father as she launches direct swipe at British newspaper. A spokesman for the Duchess of Sussex has told GB News, given that a Daily Mail reporter has remained at her father's bedside throughout, broadcasting each interaction and breaching clear ethical boundaries, I am blown away. Listen to this. It has been exceedingly difficult for the Duchess to contact her father privately, despite her efforts over the past several days. Are you telling me that this Miss Private Plane couldn't just jump on a plane and go see her father? With the support of reliable and trusted contacts, her correspondence is now safely in his hands. reliable and trusted contacts. Which reliable and trusted contacts? She doesn't know anybody in the Philippines. It's the U.S. Embassy staff. This is her way of gaslighting and love bombing the personal staff who has violated every government mandate and what they're supposed to do, because what they did there was not, I repeat, it was not part of their mandate. Mr. Markle had been, whereabouts were known, he had received full medical care, and he was with family. But Meghan Markle did not have control. She wants control before she does anything because she's already in talks and has secured a deal. But she doesn't want to share it with Mr. Markle nor with Junior. And she succeeded. Isn't that something? Mr. Markle granting her even more access. I got to tell you, you got to give it to her, because she knows how to exploit her father. Carolyn Graham, who's the reporter, that Daily Mail reporter that Meghan Markle is maligning, had written an article. And in saying that, basically giving updates on Mr. Markle's well-being and, health and how everything is going, with his authorization, of course. On Monday, 2 representatives from the U.S. consulate in Cebu, the city in the Philippines that Mr. Markle moved to in January of this year, turned up in Mr. Markle's hospital room. Consular agent Glenn Ivan Loop, this is a security breach to give the name of an embassy employee, because you don't know what they're going to do to this employee, and it exposes him to risk. But it was posted, his name was posted, which is incredibly, I'm shocked about that. In the Philippine capital city of Manila, had requested they visit Mr. Markle, but declined to give further details. So they didn't even use the consular people in Cebu. He asked Mr. Markle to make a list of people he authorized to receive health and well-being updates from the U.S. Embassy. Meghan Markle no longer needs to contact her father. I am sickened by the fact that the U.S. government is still pandering to this evil bitch. I am shocked by this, and that just to avoid contacting her father, just to avoid being a human being, just to avoid being a daughter to a man who gave everything for her, just to avoid having to share the profits of her deal of the family reunion with Junior and Mr. Markle. Because guess what? She's not going to give a dime to Mr. Markle. This woman is absolutely cheap. She doesn't care about anybody. She doesn't care about her children. She doesn't care about her husband. She doesn't care about any family member. She only cares about Rachel Meghan Markle. There you have it, folks. I am blown away by the fact that personnel of the U.S. Embassy have lent themselves to be the messengers of an abusive daughter. I believe Meghan Markle is abusive. I believe she's abusive to her children and to any person she comes across or in contact with, because she only uses people to get ahead or for any purposes that they can bring to her. It is my opinion that this woman has no feelings. She doesn't care about anybody other than Meghan Markle herself. And somehow she manages to get people to do her bidding. In this case, the government of the United States. And in this case, she has exploited her father's weakness, that he wants to see her, that he wants to be with her. And in the process of Mr. Markle granting that access, he can say goodbye to that wish, because with that, Meghan Markle no longer needs to contact him directly, because Mr. Markle has granted the U.S. Embassy the right to inquire about his health. So why would Meghan Markle need to contact her father when she's getting the information from third-party sources? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Rachel Meghan Markle has gone on record in the Oprah interview and stated that she no longer has a father, that her father is dead and buried to her. This is on record. I no longer have a father. Prince Harry has said, oh, because of me, she lost her father. So this is what Mr. Markle doesn't want to get through his head, but it's a sad truth. Please let me know what you think. Don't forget to leave your comments, click like, share, and subscribe. And as usual, thank you, beautiful people.